Hey guys, Marsegan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so one of the units that I really wanted to show off against the SYN Shenron event is the INT Piccolo Jr. because he definitely is a lot better than I think some people might be expecting for this event, especially considering that, of course, he is an INT unit and the final boss of the stage is physical, but he is definitely very well suited to the event. So I'm going to put him in slot 1 to start with here, just because I don't want to float off the Goku, but I do want to have them two linked up together. They share 3 links. The biggest problem with the Piccolo, he is obviously a fantastic unit, but he is one of those weird units where, like, he's an extreme unit, but apart from big bad bosses, most of his links are units that he's going to share with super type characters. And so, of course, you know, wouldn't be a showcase for a character without starting off with the worst luck possible and him getting immediately super attacked in slot 1. And then, of course, he dodges a normal afterwards as well. He would have taken significantly less damage if we got to super attack first, so maybe I should have just put him in slot 2, but I guess it is what it is, especially since Goku guarded and attack lowered on this turn. But putting Goku in slot 1 definitely is a bit risky. And yeah, I could have put Bulma in slot 1, but like I said, I didn't really want to float off the Goku. So it'd be interesting to see how this goes from here, because he gets an extra 20% attack and defense with each super attack performed. He does raise attack and defense for 1 turn on his super. So like after he's gotten some supers off, or especially like after he's fully built up, he is actually able to tank attacks like very, very well. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll get our 7 orbs for Kid Goku, getting the extra rainbow orb as well, and we'll grab this for the free-to-play Jackie Chun. Is a fantastic unit. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying about Piccolo, his team is probably one of the only things I don't like about the unit. Like with his leader skill combination, his team is a bit wonky. Obviously, there are some units you can bring along that have big bad bosses and a couple of the other links. One of his best extreme linking partners is Metal Cooler. But overall, I find his team a little bit disappointing. So on this team, obviously he gets the 200% leader skill from Goku. He does work out quite nicely. Now again, on this team, he's not going to have anyone that he gets big bad bosses from in this particular build-up. So that is something to bear in mind as well, again, from the first turn, is obviously no big bad bosses active. That is 25% attack and defense that we are essentially just leaving on the table, right, that we can't actually get for him at any point because we have no big bad bosses allies. We'll see how the landscape changes in the future. Like, I do actually quite like running him on the STR Super 17s team, linked up with a Metal Cooler, but obviously that's not his team specifically. Now we've got the Krillin here for some support. I think what we'll do here, see, Krillin's going to kill though, so we kind of have to put Piccolo in slot 1 and basically just hope that we don't get the super. So this is after he's super attacked once, and then we have the support from Krillin. He's at 261k. So bear in mind, he's going to get another 20% from his passive, and then he's going to get 30% from his super attack effect as well. Hopefully we don't get immediately supered here. When he gets hit in slot 1, he gets an extra attack and defense 60% as well. Now in slot 2, he has the chance to do additional supers. So in terms of getting him built up quickly, obviously running him in slot 2 can be very efficient. I think we might put him in slot 2 on the next rotation, just because obviously we have the Goku who can go in slot 1, and we don't really need to worry about whether he guards or not. So, where am I? Am I going to struggle to get 7 orbs? It's a problem with too many rainbow orb changes, right? Okay, there we go. As long as there's enough of one colour, getting the 7 orbs is not too difficult. And then, of course, Bulma, you want to be able to get 6 orbs as comfortably as possible. So grab that, get the support for everybody else. Kid Goku should be okay here from the AoEs. The AGL SYN doesn't obviously hit very hard. My Path to Power Kid Goku is only 55% as well. So it's funny, this team, my 23rd World Tournament Goku, the Path to Power Goku and the Piccolo Jr. are all 55%. So World Tournament Goku and Piccolo Jr. should be featured on the worldwide celebration banners. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting dupes for them. And then obviously for global players, Path to Power Kid Goku returns for the first time on the Kale banner. So I think the Kale banner is probably a very easy skip for like 99% of the player base, right? She comes out with a short celebration because we already got the Part 2 LR that was with her on JP already, which is Super Boo. So her celebration is going to be like 2 weeks, and then it's the countdown to the worldwide starts. So you absolutely should not be spending any stones during that period, right, between now and the start of the worldwide celebration. But Path to Power Kid Goku definitely is a unit worth considering picking up with red coins. I'll probably make a video specifically talking about that and his benefits and everything when the banner does actually come out. Because I'm sure people, when the banner comes out, I can guarantee in streams and the like, I'll get people asking me if it's worth buying him with coins. So I'll definitely make a video talking about it more specifically. But let's go ahead and do this. Okay, we're not going to get the INT orb because there's too many AGL orbs at the side, but that's fine. So what we're looking at now, 338k with the little bit of support from Jackie Chun. Hopefully we can actually get the additional super here in slot 2. Now, the good thing about this as well, actually, is that in the SYN fight, because he does AoEs in the second and third phase, depending on where the AoEs are placed, remember the way Piccolo's thing is worded is additional attack and defense 60% within the same turn after receiving an attack. So normally that means you've got to put him in slot 1 and he gets hit first. But in this instance, it means he's going to get hit by this AoE from SYN, and then he's going to attack in the second slot, right? Well, actually, no, I think it might be worded as the attack in the first turn, because it didn't show the symbols, did it? Additional 60% within the same turn after receiving an attack, plus an additional attack and defense 100%, and all enemies attack and defense minus 30% as the first attacker in the turn. Okay, so they are all bundled in together. That is unfortunate. So any other unit, if they have part of their passive that just says after receiving an attack, it obviously means AoEs will trigger that, but unfortunately that is all tied into the selection of abilities that he gets as the first attacker in the turn. So they're a little bit unfortunate, but hey, it's he's still obviously very, very good. Now this is the one turn where we really, really need Path to Power. We need World Tournament Goku to actually get his guard to go off, right? Because if that doesn't go off on this turn, we are going to take a pretty significant amount of damage with him. Although we are going to... Are you actually kidding me? Oh, thank God. We are going to get the 7 orbs for Path to Power Goku. Hopefully... Excellent. I was going to say, hopefully Krillin gets supered. This is the power of God Krillin from the World Tournament. 129k in slot 1, pre-super. I mean, yeah, he does have type advantage, but... yeah, he has so much extra damage reduction before he attacks. That is definitely very, very good. We take that. Krillin, very good side banning unit. He was the side banning unit on Piccolo's banner as well, funnily enough. I pulled every single copy needed to rainbow him before I pulled a single copy of Piccolo, so that was fun. I got Goku quite quickly, and then, yeah, basically spent all the rest of the stones I had for that part 1 to get Piccolo. So that's, like I say, both of them are 55% for me. Did manage to get Bulma, obviously. Went way too deep on her banner trying to pull a dupe, and then got a double pull, which kind of made up for it a little bit. It made the overall average pretty good, but after pulling the first copy of her, I think I went 1,500 stones without pulling another copy, and then pulled 2 at the same time. So it makes the average pretty good for getting 3 copies, but that definitely was... I was going through it, getting those all those multis until I got the dupes, but Bulma definitely worth it. Now, obviously for Global, she's going to be featured on the Worldwide Celebration Carnival banner, potentially, because last year, JP got the Part 2 LRs from the anniversary, but for Global, they've only just come out, so they're not going to be on those Worldwide banners. And one of the units that took their place on one of the banners last year was the Tech Goku and Gohan, who, of course, were the Part 2 LR for Golden Week, and Bulma was the Part 2 LR for Golden Week. So if they follow that same pattern again, which we can only assume that they will, they could always not, but as long as they follow that same pattern again, that means Bulma will be featured on the Worldwide Celebration banner for Global. So let's see. Piccolo Jr. Giant Form. Obviously, we're going to get to go off now here and do a bunch of free damage. Plus, we also have the ability to cancel out all the supers. So you can see here we got supered during the turn. SYN has obviously done his AoEs for this turn. So that means now we are actually not going to take any damage. So, well, we're obviously not taking any damage this turn, but on the next turn, we get no AoEs, no super attacks, so we are pretty safe to rock and roll on this next turn. We should also, at this point, I think, be on low enough HP to use Goku's standby, which I haven't used for ages, so I think I might have to pop that if that is available. Because then obviously once he revives both of the 23rd World Tournament Gokus, I might have just said Goku Jr., but both of the 23rd World Tournament Gokus obviously become almost invincible gods once that goes off. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Grab these. So yeah, the giant form is just another very powerful aspect of Piccolo's kit. The thing that I've got up here doesn't actually show the full info, so let me get that up here. Because his transformation condition is HP based, so let me get his details up here. It should be, where's Piccolo Jr.? There he is. So Piccolo Jr., his giant form condition is, when conditions on there, 50%, no, that's his active skill. Where's the transformation? 60% or less starting from the 4th turn. So it's very easy to get. 60%, not a super difficult condition, right? And then it lasts for 2 to 3 turns. So you can see we did get the RNG to get the 3rd turn. Kind of annoying when you're fighting a physical enemy, especially for me, of course, with him being 55%. I think he does have a little bit of crit because I gave him, you know, a very basic bronze and silver skill orb, but it means all of these attacks that we're getting during the giant form, if we're not doing crits, we're not really doing damage, right? And even when we do crit, look how little damage he's doing. But at the end of the day, whilst it does drag out the run a little bit, if you want to call it that, it has ensured our safety essentially for the next turn, because like I said, he now can't AoE and can't super attack in this next turn. So we are going to be looking golden on this next turn. In fact, the last turn I floated off, have we got Bulma in slot 3 on this turn? Let's see. So we're going to turn back to normal here. We should be able to get the active skill as well. Oh god, it's active skill central. Oh, look at this turn. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we are going to use his active skill in slot 2, because then we can put him in slot 1 and he gets all of his buffs. So we're going to go ahead and use his active skill first of all. Now, unfortunately, that does mean we can't do shenanigans, right? We could have put Bulma in slot 1, picked up her orbs to give him his buff, then used his active skill in slot 2 and got the buff from Bulma, but then we can't move him into slot 1 if we do that, right? So by attacking in slot 2, that's him getting attack and defense 100% and a high chance to launch an additional super as the second attacker. So then when we move him into the first slot, he's going to get the extra attack and defense from being in slot 1, the extra attack and defense from being hit, and he's going to get the additional super because technically he did attack in slot 2. It was just the active skill. So he's on 418k defense right now. Let's go ahead and I'm going to grab these int orbs with him because that should give us a pretty reasonable heal. Now, as soon as he gets hit for the first time, he's going to get 60% extra defense, and we're going to get the buff from Bulma's active skill as well. Unfortunately, I should have used the standby for Goku first because now he's healed above the threshold to use his standby, but I suppose that's not the end of the world, right? So let's go ahead and do this. And then we will go ahead and use Bulma's active skill. You know what, let's get in the video, why not? We'll go ahead and use Bulma's active skill as well, change the entire field to STR, pick up all of those with her, so that's going to give us the full heal. So the only way that this goes badly here is if Goku were to die because we didn't use the standby due to my slight misplay. However, because of the bonus of Piccolo's giant form, as I've already said, he can't super this turn. So we know for a fact that all of these attacks are normal attacks. So yeah, we are about to have a pretty good showing here. So we're going to grab this, get the buff from Bulma, full heal. He dodged the first attack, okay. So yeah, double digits in slot 1, an int unit. And then we get our super, 13.2 million. So again, let me just stress, this is him at 55%. Now imagine him Rainbow with like crit orbs, so he's actually getting crits here on these like 14 million attack stat supers. And then, yeah, our boy is looking pretty good. So for being an int unit against the new toughest physical boss in the game for Global, I would say that he is looking pretty good. Bit of a shame that we didn't get the standby with Goku, although I guess he does not have a lot of defense in his standby, but we potentially just wouldn't have died anyway, right? Because he can't be, like I say, he can't super, can't AoE, we've got the buff from Bulma, like he probably wasn't going to be doing much in this turn anyway. But, you know, still. Plus he did guard in this turn, so it's not like we would have taken a lot of damage regardless. So let's see, rocket launcher, additional super, 7 mil. I mean, obviously on this rotation, not the best setup for Bulma. She has a few links with Goku, but obviously we're not like fully juicing her to her full capacity, but she's still looking pretty good. The only thing I'm not too sure of is how Master Roshi, or Jackie Chun I should say, of course, eats these AoEs from SYN. So there is the possibility that he gets clapped here, which would be a kind of unfortunate end to the video, but, you know, we're going to play it out. I could use a Whis here, but we're going to... Oh, Krillin. Best build for Krillin, full dodge, by the way, because he's on the team to be a slot 1 tank support unit. So full dodge build for Krillin, and then you get stuff like that, where you just dodge the super attack. Is Goku guarding this turn? He is. And then Roshi... Jackie Chun, sorry. 38k. I mean, were the free-to-play units, not you, General Tao, designed well during Golden Week, or is it just me? Super Strike Jackie Chun taking 38k pre-super from the toughest boss AoEs. I mean, it's pretty good. And then, yeah, this Goku has a ton of support. Imagine if we'd actually gotten one of the Gokus to revive, how much damage he would be doing on this turn. So this team is super good. This is, I would say, 23rd World Tournament Goku's team, which you can also run the GT duo on, by the way. So if I wanted to run the best team, I only brought Jackie Chun because it was more support to help make Piccolo look good. I would say that the 23rd World Tournament Goku team is probably one of the best teams in the game, right? Now, do I want to run the risk of Piccolo getting supered in slot 1? I kind of do want to see how much damage he would take, I'm not going to lie. So I'm not going to use the super attack with, the active skill. Although, can I actually get 7 orbs? I don't know if I can. So this will... Will this connect those if that int orb drops down to the bottom, which it did, then that should be 7 orbs. Perfect. Alright, let's see what Piccolo does. If he gets supered immediately, then, unsurprisingly, he probably would die. So 168k from the AoE. This is with no support on the rotation, but that gives him the 60% buff. Then he takes 47k. Okay, good to see that, because again, whilst that's not amazing tanking for slot 1, he is 55%. And then, of course, we did try our luck and he got super attacked. So he does take a lot of damage in that instance. Now, in most cases, you probably wouldn't put him in slot 1 in this turn. Or... maybe you would just use an item, I don't know. If you were going for a no-item run, I probably would have built the team slightly differently anyway. But yeah, I have to say, for 55%, again, think about what he's going to be like at Rainbow. I would say that is a very good showing against a difficult physical boss. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.